Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. And today, for the BTAS episode, well, it's episodes, it's a two-parter. So it's Two-Face Part 1 and 2. And surprise, surprise, the villain this week is Two-Face. So I do wish they would have spent, like, just maybe one or two more episodes featuring, like, Harvey Dent and before he became Two-Face. But what I mean, so like it would hit even harder when he finally goes, but that's beside the point. Either way, this episode or these episodes are really really well done. So it starts off. Harvey, he's having a nightmare of Big Bad Harv trying to get him, and he wakes up, and I don't, I don't know if it's like his assistant or something, but I mean, you could tell he's in his house, and it's just some guy. I'm just like, do you have the keys to get in his house? Did you break it? Why are you at his couch? Like, he was in his like living room waking him up, and we know he's not gay because he's engaged to a girl named Rose. So I'm just like, bro, what is the deal with that? Um, maybe he just I don't know. I just thought that was funny, like just a detail that like gets no explanation. Um, so anyway, he is preparing his campaign. Oh, no, no, no. First off, he's preparing a raid, which he planned for like months and months on end. And before the raid even happens, Batman comes in and pretty much like does all the work as per usual. So all the guys are caught, and one of the thugs he like kicks dirt on Harvey's jacket, and that like sets him off. Like Harvey, he like turns the big bad Harv, which is his like other bad persona, and he like roughs the shit out of that guy. Like he has to have like several people get him off of him and whatnot, and it looks really bad because there's reporters all around. And so they're like, all right, you gotta get the fuck out of here, dude. You don't need this kind of press right now with your second reelection. So it turned out that the judge overturned the case because the warrant wasn't properly issued, which that sets off Harvey again. He's having this big campaign rally at the time when he hears about the news, and he flies off the handle. He almost punches Bruce in the face before he like snaps back out of it because his fiance like stepped in front. So they're like, Harvey, you really got to get your shit in check. Like you almost lost it in there. And Harvey, he feels ashamed. He's like, yes, I know. I'm seeing a therapist. Please don't tell anybody. And Bruce is like, hey, I got you, man. You're one of my closest friends. It's cool. So it goes to a therapy session, and the therapist wants to talk to Big Bad Harv. So he comes out, and he almost fucking kills her. I'm just, but like, she was, because it was like at the snap of my fingers, you'll do yada yada yada. Like he was straight up about to probably throw her out the window or something, and she like snapped right in his face, which snapped him back to Harvey. And I'm just like, damn, lady, you were not like fully prepared for that one. So she's like, Harvey, we got to get you in a psychiatric ward, like immediately. And he's like, no, 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 anything but that. I got my campaign to worry about. I really want to win this. And she's like, all right, okay, well, we need to intensify your meetings with me, and you got to campaign way less. And he's like, okay, okay, we'll do that. So then fast forward to um, uh, Rupert Thorne. God, there it is. He's trying to find out dirt about Harvey because he's been like such a pain in the ass. Like Harvey's been a pain in the ass for him for too long. And he's like, we need something on him. So his secretary, she's the one that finds out about Harvey's mental problems. So she brings that to Thorne, and he's like, yeah, we can definitely use that. So fast forward, it's the night of the election. It's pretty much a mandate at this point. Harvey's about to win. When all of a sudden he gets a call from Rupert saying, hey, I know you're kind of wacko, so you better come over here. I'm gonna blab. And Harvey's like, fuck, okay, fine. So he leaves all his guests behind and whatnot. And Bruce, he's like super worried about him because on his way out, Harvey's like, I'm in deep, deep trouble, Bruce. So naturally, he follows the car as Batman. And so Harvey gets there first, obviously. And Rupert, he's like saying how he's going to blackmail him and how he's going to have him in his pocket. And then he goes, see, the problem with that, though, is you're talking to the wrong Harv. And he just starts beating the shit out of everybody. It's great. I'm just like, damn, Big Bad Harv, you fucking go. So Batman then enters the fray, and they're both kicking ass. And Thorn, he gets away with this with like Harvey's like file for his like psychiatric evaluation. And during the chase, a gun or one of the thugs is about to gun Harvey down, and Batman pushes him out of the way, which causes him to shoot a box of electrical like an electrical fuse box, which somehow causes some cables to fly off, which go into this like pit of. It's not lava, but it might as well be lava. So that goes into the pit, which turns out explodes, which Harvey was at wrong place, wrong time, and he gets severely burned all over. And then Bruce like goes to get him, and he's like, Harvey, no. It's a great line read. I did not do that justice, but I mean you could tell the pain in his voice when he read that line. And I just love the relationship between Harvey and Bruce so much. That's kind of why I would have really liked if they had like more of that, or wait till like the second season of it, but it's fine, it's whatever. So that was the end of the first episode. It ends with him in the hospital. He sees what a monster has become, and then as his fiance is there to visit, he turns to her, and you see like the full figure of him, and then he escapes, and that's the end. So the start of the next episode, 6 months have passed, and Harvey and some goons have been hitting up Rupert Thorne's operations like bam, bam, bam. Like, his goal right now is to embarrass Rupert Thorne. And nothing really seems to be going Rupert Thorne's way. And at this time, he's like full on Two-Face. He lets the coin decide everything. There is a nice moment where during one of the robberies, a thug tries to steal jewelry off of a guy. And he's like, hey, jewelry wasn't a part of the plan. Hey, we got to flip for it. And it lands on the good head. And he's like, no dice, put it back. And he's like, what the fuck? Put it back! And he's like, okay, jeez. Damn, dude. You're silly. So, anyway, so Rupert Thorne, he's like, we have got to put a fucking stop to this. This guy is becoming a thorn in my side, ironically enough. And so he tells his secretary to go to the fiance, to act like a policewoman and be like, hey, if he tries to contact you, press this button and we'll come to your location immediately. Which, you know, it's not, I want to say her name is Rose, the fiance to Harvey. It's not her fault. Like, she genuinely thought it was the police trying to help. So, more times passed. Harvey is missing Rose more and more and more. Batman, he interrupts like one of his heists because he was looking up dirt on Thorne to get him like thrown away for good. And this file contained like blackmailings, bribes, the whole shebang. Like this was like a list that like 100% bulletproof. This will put Rupert Thorne away. And Batman, he shows up at the time where he's doing that. And it's kind of funny though, because if you really think about it, Harvey isn't doing really anything that bad. Like, he's not killing anybody. He's only robbing from a criminal who, I mean, he uses all his companies as like a criminal front. And he's trying to take down one of the biggest crime bosses in Gotham City. And I'm just like, Batman, maybe you should just like sidestep out of this one. Just like, you know, just not be a part of this, you know? But anyway, a fight breaks out between Harvey and his goons and whatnot, because Batman, he's really, really, really trying to pull him back, but Big Bad Harv, he snaps him out of it. And he, like, I don't know what is in that boy's legs, Harvey's. It's like maybe he's part donkey, but he kicks Batman, and he is, like, down for the count most of the episode. Like, he's, like, holding his gut, getting around everywhere. I'm like, God damn, did you, like, break 3 of his ribs with that kick, Harvey? So anyway, during the scuffle, Bruce finds, or he rips off like a book of matches, which lead to, unfortunately, the title of the club that he's held up in is the Wild Deuce, which yes, deuce means two, but it also means poop. So there's that. So Batman, he's slowly but surely getting there, and at the same time, Harvey he gets his thugs to pick up Rose because he really misses her, and she presses the button so the cops will get there, but it's Rupert Thorne and his goons. So she comes, and it's this really, really sweet moment where she doesn't even blink at his disfigurement. I mean, it looks really bad, but she's like so in love with him, and she almost brings him back to the light when Rupert Thorne comes in and he just absolutely screws it all up. He's holding Harvey hostage and his fiance hostage, and he's like, "Yeah, you better give me that file or she dies." So Batman eventually comes in, like just like limping about because he got so knocked out from the kick. Another fight ensues till everybody's butts kicked, and it's down to Rupert Thorne, and Harvey's pointing a gun at him, and he's flipping to see if he lives or dies. Batman, smartly enough, he sees some silver dollars that were stolen in a previous heist and throws it on the ground, so he doesn't know which coin to go for. And Harvey just has a full-on mental breakdown. And then he's rounded up and he's led to Gotham Penitentiary. And it's so sad because we never see Harvey's fiance again, and I don't know why they would like write her out of it, but it was just so. I mean, we don't know this now, but she doesn't appear anymore in the series. Um, and I'm just like, man, I wanted Harvey to have a happy ending so badly, but it's whatever. Like, Harvey is one of my favorite Batman villains just because of his complexity and like how much of a good guy that he actually is at heart versus how shitty of a guy Big Bad Harv is. Overall, though, I really got to say the two episodes are just quite solid. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 7 just for the chemistry between Batman and Harvey, Harvey's complexity, the love between Harvey and his fiance, how much of a threat Rupert Thorne was written, even though he's just like a guy, he's just a really powerful mob boss guy. And all of it was good. And like the dream sequences were really good. Like the portrayal of Big Bad Harv, it was just fantastic. I guess I could give it a 2 out of 2. Bye.